Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Gamecocks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He breaks the tackle. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out.
Turning it on!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Pulls and fires complete. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Now on the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a connection. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the catch.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
That's a play the quarterback just has to get his feet set and then step into his throw. That's a big target he's throwing to. He shouldn't miss that pass, but he did because he was throwing off his back leg.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Makes the grab on the left. Taking it the other way. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Touchdown, Washington! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bradford. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Gets it out fast. Going for the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bradford. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third down? The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting to run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing them to complete.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Complete downfield. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
South Carolina, 21.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he'll bring it back. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Back has it. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Washington, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Hardy. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy, receivers just got to be able to make a play for him.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Gonna take a shot at this DB. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Looking for a productive play on first down. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll try the run. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Hits him with a stiff arm. And he's going to take it all the way back, and it's fun to watch him run, but there's laundry on the field, and I believe this one's coming back. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Algier. Open space at the 25. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. A big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up, try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
South Carolina, 42. Washington, 10.
Bringing it out. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man to the left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Wants to go up top on first down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, better look out! And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. Powers through. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding that being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
There he goes. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Running to Green. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Send the tight end in motion. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
On the option. Fighting off the defender. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
South Carolina, 51, Washington.